Oh, why don't you stay there?
Luckenbach, Texas.
It's pretty fun if you're willing to go fast.
Let's see what a Twisted Sister in the dark is like.
Good morning and welcome to Cheeksville Ride. I'm Will Cheek and it is day 2 of the Texas Hill Country BDR-X ride. Right now I'm going to rewire this CarpyRide navigation screen to the battery. Yesterday I used the USB power source and it just wasn't cutting it, I don't think. I think that maybe that was causing it to cut out. I'm going to wire it to the battery and see if that helps it. After that I'm going to gear up. It's still cold. It's supposed to hit almost 60 today, which would be great, but we've got a long way to go. It's still just barely above 40 right now. But after that I'm going to gear up and go ride. So what y'all think of my campsite here? It's nothing glamorous, I'm telling you. But this is what happens when you're cheap and you go to Texas, where everything's private land. Everything's private except for state parks, which of course is not free. And if you're like me and you prefer more of a dispersed camping style, then you kind of find stuff like this. This is technically state park property, but it's not an official spot and it's not inside the entrance. It's kind of just a pull off on the outside of the road. But I really didn't want to pay for a spot. I didn't want to be next to a whole bunch of other people. So I found this on iOverlander, a great app that has a bunch of resources like this for finding stuff, people who travel in vans and stuff on the road.
Well, here I am on the route, and I wish I had turned the camera on sooner because I had a very close call with the calf that jumped out. I was just thinking about, wow, this route is really fast. You can really keep up some speed, but you gotta watch out for animals, and boom, right about the time I thought that, calf jumped out from behind a tree. Wow, that was really close, really close. Rear was locked up, front was just about trying. Holy cow. No pun intended. It was not a very holy cow. Well, the CarpyRide is doing about the same thing it did yesterday. Worked great for the first 30, 40 minutes, and then it's cutting off again. So I think there's something wrong with this unit. It's not my wiring, I don't think.
Now the Texas Hill Country BDR-X is a 650-mile loop. Now what I've done is broken this up into 3 different loops. That way I can get back to my van every night. So this first loop is about 230 miles. It utilizes section 2 of the route and gets me back to my van near where I was camping near Junction, Texas. The second loop uses parts of sections 3 and 4 and all of section 1. It's about 300 miles. The final loop, loop 3, it uses all of sections 3 and 4, and it's about 360 miles to get back to Junction, Texas. And if you want the GPX for how I've laid these out, check out the link in the description for my Patreon.
Move. Move. Thank you. Pretty fun curvy road. Where's that 60-degree weather they forecasted? It hadn't even broke 50 yet, and it's almost 3 p.m. I don't think it's gonna. What's up, cows? Oh, why don't you stay there? Anyway, so this morning when I first took off, I stopped at a Conoco to get gas, but the pump, no chip, was swipe only. And of course, it didn't work. Please see cashier. I said, nope. Oh, I think I'd just rather risk running out of gas than go inside. I think I can make it to the next one. Well, guess what? The next one was DOS, and it was closed. Why is it closed middle of the day on a Monday? I don't know, but it was closed. And now I'm going to barely, hopefully, maybe not make it to Fredericksburg. It's about 20 miles, 25 miles when my bike said 30 miles range. See, now it's down to 10, kind of suddenly. I don't know. I got 226 miles in this tank, averaging 51 miles a gallon. I think it's a 5.5 gallon tank. So, yeah, it's gonna be close. Come on, dude. Good grief. Well, looky there. Lincoln 0 miles to empty. Almost there. Come on, I can make it. Come on. Woo. Made it. I was getting real nervous there for a second. Let's check out Luckenbach, Texas. Waylon and Willie and the boys. Cool spot.
I've been looking for someone like you, a kind man who's honest and who's true.
Hello there.
The kind of man who will love me just the way.
What a cool spot.
When you said hello, I knew right away. You take my.
Well, I haven't really filmed much, but there hasn't been a whole lot to film. I've been on these curvy back roads ever since I left Fredericksburg. And it's pretty fun, these curvy back roads, because they don't take a whole lot of time and effort to flatten them out, smooth them out, level them out. So there's a lot of bumps and dips and jumps and curves and cattle guards to jump and stuff. It's pretty fun if you're willing to go fast, but it is really risky to go fast because animals keep jumping out. That's kind of, I wish I had my camera on more because I've had a couple real close encounters with animals jumping out. So it's a real risk to go fast, but it's fun if you do. Don't pay attention to this thing. It just boots up, shuts down, boots up, shuts down repeatedly. Hopefully it gives me a chance to look at the map before it shuts down again. See those roads right up there? I want to go up there. I see a bunch of roads like that where they kind of climb up steep mountain. But yeah, it's always private property. It's never a public road. Always behind the gate. Deer, see? Yesterday the deer were real bad. Today it's been more cows. Cattle on the road. There's signs everywhere that say, loose livestock, loose livestock. Another deer. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, deer? You gonna wait till I get there and then jump out in front of me? Get on, get. But anyway, today has been really more cattle. And you know, generally adult cows, they don't move too quick. You don't have to worry so much about them. But the calves, oh, you know, the calves are jumpy. They'll take off in a sprint. And I had one earlier jump out from behind a tree. And I grabbed every lever I could find on this thing trying to slow it down. And I must have missed that calf by inches on the front tire. Would have put me down for sure. So if I was smart, I'd slow down. But I'm dumb, so I'm gonna go fast. I got a lot of miles to do. It's gonna be later than yesterday. I'm gonna be getting back way after dark. And that's gonna make the animals probably worse. And it's definitely gonna be colder. About 46 degrees right now. Yeah. Colder than I usually like to ride. I'm a wuss in the cold. You might notice that there is no 360 camera here. Well, turns out it got ruined by water damage in that creek last night. And yes, the camera is waterproof, but only when all the doors are shut. When the battery compartment's shut, when the door for the charging cable is shut, those have to be shut and sealed for it to be waterproof. I had the door for the charging port open because it was plugged in. And yeah, it's got water damage apparently because it won't come on. Try to change out the battery, anything, nothing. Won't do anything. But it's a good thing I got insurance for the Insta360. Paid like 30 bucks or whatever to have a free replacement if I need it. Looks like that's gonna pay off. So waypoint on here called Polly's Chapel. I want to see what this is. What is Polly's Chapel? Polly's Chapel, established 1882. Huh, pretty cool. 1800s. Wow. Polly Rodriguez. 1882. Well, you can see it's getting dark, and I've got to make a decision whether I'm going to keep riding the route in the dark or if I'm going to make a beeline back to the van. I'm afraid I'm missing anything, but to be honest, I don't really feel like I would have missed anything if I'd have skipped this whole day. This is pretty cool, though. Been some fun pavement since Fredericksburg, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too hard on Texas. Carpet ride's starting to work now. It's so weird. It did this same thing yesterday, where towards the end of the day, it just started to work. Started to stay on. I don't know what it is. It's pretty annoying. It's got automatic screen brightness adjustment, but it doesn't get dim enough. So that's not good. That's as dim as it gets right there. And it's too bright when it's dark. Oh well, I'll make it happen. Almost a sunset out there. Just a little bit too many clouds. Is this gonna be slick? Not enough water to be real slick, is there? Ah. Let's see what a Twisted Sister in the dark is like. 20-mile-an-hour corner, okay. Pretty tight. Check out these lights. Cool. Nice job. Oh, made it.
Well, I made it back to my van. I decided not to abort and hit the highway. I went ahead and finished the complete route. It took me about 9 hours to do about 300 miles, and it was actually pretty fun. Lots and lots of pavement. I'm surprised how much pavement there is for a BDR, but it was pretty fun pavement. Even besides the Twisted Sisters, these paved back roads that are narrow and undulating are actually pretty fun. If you're interested in doing this BDR-X in loops the way that I have it set up, check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description. I've got this ride plus all my others as a GPX file ready for you to download. And be on the lookout for the next video. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest day yet. I'm going to finish this thing up. See you next time.